Hi guys, welcome back to Curls and Sports with Erica, and this week I'm really excited because baseball is finally back and I'm really eager to see how the Mets are going to tackle this year. It's been 30 years since they won the World Series, which is way before my time, and I would like to see a World Series win versus an appearance before I pass, before I die, in other words. There's a lot of other teams to look out for. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the Cubs are going to just put their all their power on the field. I think they look great on paper, but in person, I'm not so convinced. So I want to see how they regroup themselves and just go and just take the thing from the Cardinals, which is going to be hard. So remember, April 3rd, the season kicks off, Mets and the Royals. Moving it along to some NCAA news, the Final of Four is going to be played tomorrow, April 2nd, Syracuse against UNC, and Villanova against Oklahoma. I don't know about you guys, but this is definitely not the Final Four we expected. I really had my eyes set on Notre Dame to make it all the way, but now that this is the Final Four, I think Villanova is going to win it. I really have my eyes on them now, and that the Crying Flute Girl is probably their best mascot, and I think that they're out for revenge because of that famous Vine that happened last year. She was actually interviewed this past week, and she said she doesn't even mind that her image is used for torture, but if anything, it's probably just more motivation for the players. So just make sure to tune in. NCAA Final Four, April 2nd. So NBA news. If anything, there's been a lot of drama this past week between Kyrie Irving, which we'll get to later, and D'Angelo Russell and Swaggy P, aka Nick Young. A lot of people are kind of discussing this guy code that Russell broke, but then some others are saying, did we just forget about the fact that Nick Young cheated? And it's not that I'm condoning cheating or anything, but I think that there's two things that we need to kind of keep in mind. Russell and Nick Young definitely have to speak, probably even duke it out, put on a pair of boxing gloves and just knock him out, express your anger, like, why did you even record me? Why did you even release it? Like, this isn't funny. But then again, Nick Young has some explaining to do because at the end of the day, he cheated. And I know that a lot of you may say, well, we know that ballers cheat on their wives or girlfriends. They're on the road 24/7, blah, blah, blah. But that's not typically kosher. But of course, your opinions are your opinions. These are just mine. So in the press conferences, you could even see that Nick Young was just so over it that he said he wants to deal with this privately. Russell, I'm sure he's very upset. He was even booed at the home game a few days ago. There's a lot of hostility in that locker room right now. And thank God that the season's winding down because it could just go one of two ways. Either Russell leads the Lakers next year to a win, or he just quietly goes away and gets traded to another team, which there's a nice little rumor developing that the Celtics might be interested in him. So moving it along to some Kobe news. He was seen on the sideline, and it was just so sad to see one of our favorite players iced up from head to toe. I was just in awe. In the first few minutes of the first quarter, he was just on the sideline, like he's like tapping out, like, I can't, I'm out. This is it. This is on. I'm sure that everyone's going to be tuned into that final game to see Kobe just ball out, give it his all, and I just can't wait to see it. He's always been an iconic player. I've always watched him only because of the Spurs. He had a nice little feud with them a few times. They were actual rivals, but nowadays it's not. The rivalry is definitely gone, but of course, we'll miss Kobe. And some Knicks news. Patrick Ewing said that he wants to coach the Knicks. I don't know what that's about, but we really don't need another name tossed in that basket, especially when it's still developing. I think that Patrick Ewing still regrets, and he said it too, that he regrets leaving the Knicks and requesting a trade. But this is probably not the way to redeem your career. And if anything, there's probably a lot of other better candidates than Patrick Ewing, no offense. In an NFL news, it's been a little bit of a quiet week, but it is worth noting that Mike Shanahan has been wishing RG3 the best of luck, and he also gave him a pretty good review. It's not that RG3 sucked. I don't like the term sucked, because I don't think he did. There's a lot of other people that do suck. But I just think he had bad luck while he was in the Redskins. I really had high hopes for him too, especially since he was playing in college ball. I really thought that he was going to take the Redskins all the way. And unfortunately, he just was injury after injury and then replaced. And maybe what he needed was a change of teams, similar to what happened to Peyton Manning, except, Peyton won a with the Colts though. Well, but that's totally different. But we're definitely going to look forward to that. And also the NFL draft is less than a month away. I can't wait to see one of our favorites just get drafted that night. It's going to be a great draft nonetheless. But I still wish it was in New York City. Not that I have anything against Chicago, but I'm not a fan. I wish it was still in the city. I'll admit it. So for some entertainment news. Well, I hope that many of you saw the movie by now, Batman vs Superman. And once again, I do not read the comics. I don't have time or the energy. But of course, I'm a moviegoer, and I love seeing what other comic book fans say. I love seeing how people get so deep, like they just get knees deep into all these theories, or even other theories that people think about writing, especially Reddit writers or Reddit subscribers. They're amazing people. I loved how they looked on screen, and but at the same time, as one who didn't read anything about it, I was on the confused side because I didn't even know that they had some sort of feud. I wish that that would have been a little bit more developed instead of introducing the Justice League, which is probably just going to be discussed with another movie. And they kind of missed the Green Lantern, if I'm not mistaken, from what I saw in the film. But nonetheless, Wonder Woman is gorgeous. She just looked great from head to toe. They did a terrific job of choosing her. And in Walking Dead news, I am over Carol. I thought I wasn't going to say that ever. But yes, I am over her. And if she dies Sunday, I'll be alright. I may shed a tear because I'm emotionally invested in the show, but I don't think I'll be too upset to the point where I'm just freaking out and bawling. But I think also Abraham, I think we're going to have multiple deaths. I still think that Abraham is going to die. I don't know who got shot. I want to say Daryl didn't, but I think he might have. And if Daryl passes, I think we're going to riot. It just sucks when you're emotionally invested in a show, but I'm just wondering how Negan is going to come on screen for probably the 0.3 seconds we're going to see him, and we're seeing his bat Lucy come onto the screen with the barbed wire. I just can't wait to see how violent this is going to be. And again, I don't even know why I watch this show. Sometimes I get nightmares thinking of zombies. This is what I watch right before going to sleep. It's a lot. It's a handful. So, returning back this week is my Jordan face. He was missed out. He was MIA last week, rather. And this week, I think that Kyrie Irving's drama deserves the crying Jordan face. In case you guys didn't know, which is similar to a D'Angelo Russell thing because someone leaked. So this is definitely interesting to see how these two correlate. But Kalani, which is his girlfriend, who is an R&B singer, again, I didn't even know what she did, but Google is my best friend. Apparently, not that she cheated because he supposedly cleared it up on Twitter, but whatever. She was caught in bed. Not that she was caught in bed. That's the wrong choice of words. Her ex-boyfriend PND, which his name means party next door. I don't pay attention to new age music. Posted a video of them two in bed, and you could see that she has like hand tattoos. So he kind of posted up like a holding hand ones, and her hand was in it. So a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, that's Kyrie Irving's girlfriend. How could she? This slut. This all these other shaming words." And whatever, and Kyrie cleared it up. He said that they weren't even dating at the time when the video came, not with the video, when the photo came out. But I'm still not too convinced because this is just weird. And for on the side note, who names their name, like who chooses the name Party Next Door? What is that? I seriously thought Party Next Door I don't know how I put the two together, but I really thought it was a dude from House Party because of the movie. So I'm like, oh, party, okay, House Party. Oh, it's not. Oh, so it's not the same person. Don't even know what he looks like. All I did was who is PND, and that's what came up. And it's just unfortunate to see all this drama develop, especially when Kalani, she posted a video. Why do I keep seeing video? She posted a photo of herself that she was in the hospital. She apparently attempted suicide because of all this drama that was going on. But not that suicide is a terrible subject to even discuss with, especially because people have differing opinions on it. But this is something that she kind of started, and then it kind of just blew up. If at least say that you're not publicly together, because then you could kind of avoid all that hot mess stuff going on. But of course, we wish all these three people the best of luck, and we hope that they kind of figure out their goals in the future. And Kyrie Irving is still young. I had no clue that he was 24. I thought he was in his late 20s. But nonetheless, he's a millionaire. He'll be alright. He'll find some other girl. She'll find another man. This is just another day in the life of baller drama. And this is exactly why they get the Jordan crying face, because it was seen on many memes seen nationwide. So this is it for this week's Curls in Sports with Erica. I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please let me know what you think. And if you think I missed any subjects, I'm so sorry. I know I missed out on talking about hockey, and I didn't forget. I promise. I'm keeping my eye on it since the playoffs are coming up as well. Subscribe. Let me know. And I'll look forward to talking to you guys soon. Bye.